Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports, and I'm joined today by the head coach of the Alabama swimming and diving team, Dennis Pursley. Coach Pursley, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Coach, you competed, had a meet here at home actually this past weekend against Georgia and South Carolina. Can you talk about maybe some of the highlights from your team from that meet?
Well, I think from an overall team perspective, our goal was to continue to progress in a number of areas, and we had a team meeting the night before and kind of established some goals. We wanted to win the majority of the close races. We wanted to have the best meet of the season relative to our performances overall throughout the season so far as the times are concerned, and we accomplished most of those goals. We're trying to really gel as a team and come together with that fighting spirit, and we're not where we want to be yet, but we took another step toward getting there, and so as a coaching staff, we're pleased with the response that we got on the weekend.
Because some of the bright spots this season so far have come from some of your freshmen, one in particular, Brian Westlake. Can you talk about him and what he's meant to this team so far?
Brian's just the consummate, no-nonsense work ethic swimmer where he just comes in every day, puts his nose to the grindstone, and whatever the coach throws at him, he attacks it, and he's pretty relentless, very consistent, and he races the same way he trains. And he's a distance swimmer, so you've got that distance mentality, that distance work ethic, and he's been a great asset to the team this year, and as a freshman has set the example in a lot of ways.
Coach, you've also had a female athlete join the team this spring semester that's made some good additions to the team. Can you talk about Emma Saunders and what she's meant so far?
Emma has just come to us from England. This is her first semester here, so she's still adjusting to the 25-yard competition. The 25-yard course is unique to the U.S. It's not a course that's swum in any other parts of the world. So there are some adjustments that she's still trying to get comfortable with, but even in that process, she's still making some real valuable contributions to our team performance, and we'll continue to do that, and we expect her to only get better as time goes on.
Coach, I know you've kind of been pointing to the SEC championships all season long. Well, that's here. And what are you expecting to get out of that, and what do you want to see from your team going into the SEC championships?
Well, just more of what I talked about before. The whole focus this year has been on developing a culture of excellence that we can develop championship teams from down the road. We don't have as many big guns as the competitors. We're in one of the two toughest conferences in the country, and our competitors are more loaded with the top level swimmers than we are, and we haven't had luck on our side. Our top ranked female and one of our two top ranked male swimmers are out with injuries and won't be swimming with us, but you go with the cards you're dealt, and we want to continue to develop that culture of just an intense competitive effort and refining our race skills and gelling as a team. And realistically, we're not going to be competing for a conference championship this year. That's down the road, but we want to set the stage that we can eventually evolve from to get to that point.
Well, Coach, one of the things about having maybe some of your top upperclassmen out, it just means there's some opportunities for some people like Brian and Emma to kind of step up and make some impacts, though, right?
That's exactly right. And, you know, as I said, you go with the deck you're dealt, and our focus is on breakthrough performances from an individual perspective for each athlete related to their personal best performances. We want to have the highest percentage of personal best performances in the competition when it's really all on the line in the championship meets than any of our competitors, and that's kind of how we're measuring ourselves at this point.
Because those SEC championships are actually going to be held in College Station, Texas by new SEC member Texas A&M. You said you've been there before, but probably most of the athletes haven't. Just what type of environment is that, and how is that going to affect the athletes?
Well, they've anytime you go into a new arena, that's I think it's always a little bit more exciting. Especially this is one of the better facilities in the country, and I think it will help to bring the best out of the athletes. I think it's a good opportunity, and we're fortunate to have them on board. Not only do they offer a great venue for championship competition, but they're one of the strongest teams in the country, especially on the women's side. So it makes the mountain a little bit higher to climb, but it makes it all the more fun when you get to the top.
Well, Coach, good luck there in College Station at the SEC Championships. It's going to be February the 19th through the 23rd for the Tide competing there.
Thank you.
For head coach Dennis Pursley, I'm Christopher England with Tide TV, and that's it for this edition of Crimson Tide Connection.
Roll Tide.